Hi buddy, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft Season 4, Episode 58 with me, Sid. Last time you joined me, we were, I think, maybe even up here. I've carried on travelling for quite some distance. I've encountered more bears, uncovered more previously covered land. We just come past the Kimberlite area. And, yeah, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Cancel. Well, cancel. Fine. And I've hit this area of basalt, which is kind of good in some respects. Basalt is a very handy rock if you're wanting to spot ores, because it's black, and the... I'm not going to Mars valorites this far away. We've got Morse valorites much closer. So it's very handy for spotting things in the blackness of the rock. Yeah. Now, in terms of have I found what we're looking for? No, I've definitely not. I found traces of fire shards out here. That looks like that's either cinnabar or fire shards. I think this might be where we were encountering the fire shards previously, so it would kind of expect the duplication of the Thorncraft ores, because I don't think they will change the little bit of hematite in the area. Can we detect it? Let me have a look. Very large sample of native copper. Well, that's good. We'll go with that. We can add that one. Very large sample native copper. Lovely. Just what I needed. Not. Oh, there's a zombie about to erupt out of a cave somewhere. He's obviously on with a tracking me malarkey. There's definitely, yep, that's definitely traces of fire shards and a medium sample of native copper. Yeah, I'm pretty certain we're in the fire shard area now. Which, if we are, I may grab a load while we're here, just because it would be wrong not to. But I think that is cinnabar, and I think we should go and grab that if it is. Right, let me go and have a look. It's not like we have got, you know, plenty of storage with us this time. I'm not taking any chances and getting caught out by that particular trick again. So yeah, I'm recording this. I'm recording this on a Saturday morning, and I have just been. This is TFC cinnabar. Interesting. We should grab it. Redstone is going to be very useful going forward, I think. The question is, let me just check. Have we got medium sample? So I wonder whether large, medium, large. I suspect it's underneath here then. And what we're seeing there is one of the little radial things of yeah, you know, things. Let me just have a little look around a bit further. Because I've not really come across much cinnabar close to home, which is always disappointing. And obviously I've been getting little bits of redstone here and there from stuff, but from some of the ruins and buildings, there is quite a bit of redstone to be had, truth be known. But no, let's core sample down. I've got to find this. It's got to be around here somewhere. Because we came in here Or are you just being bloody elusive? Large sample still. It should be around here, shouldn't it? I don't see how it cannot be in this area. That was so there's a little bit. Maybe we should take that out. Ah, now we are getting places. All right, well, let me have a little dig around down here. I have a horrible feeling there are caves underneath us, so I'm not going to be too. Let me have a look. If I were a safe player, and I am, how would I play this? Well, I would chisel that, and then maybe not that though. Maybe we would do that. And then and my concern is that I'm going to collapse things underneath me, which is probably more serious than I think. Oh, do I want to do any more in this area? I mean, I didn't come out for Cinnabar. I'm just kind of taking advantage. Let me mark it on here, new Cinnabar, and put it in red and save that, and we'll leave it for now. And I shall pop this away in a good location, one known as that. And we have somebody with an overly loud boy racer car going past. That's nice of them. I hate those cars with a passion. Yeah, so we'll carry on looking and see what we can find in the area. And I will I wanted to tell you what I was saying. It's Saturday morning, so we have a delicatessen very close to where we live, and the delicatessen itself is just really good. Because now, if this was the same area, this area here should be absolutely covered in fire shards, and it's not. Anyway, this particular deli, the owner of it, and the main chef of it, it's a little family-owned deli, and he originally grew up in this area, in this town actually, and then his parents moved out to France quite early on in his life, and he grew up and trained as a chef in France, and has come back to this area and opened this deli. Now, as you can imagine, this is the food, the bread is like, oh man, the bread is just to die for, and the croissants and chocopan, and he does an almond croissant, and oh man, you know, it is real proper food. You know, you can taste the difference, you can taste the quality, if you like, in it. And so we've only recently discovered this deli, and obviously I am on a diet, which is not helping, and so consequently I'm having to be a little bit cautious. I'm going to pause here, but they do get this bacon in from a local farm, and this bacon's organic bacon. It's, you know, it's been pan reared, and it's that kind, you know, the kind of bacon that pigs hope that they're going to grow up to be. And oh man, this bacon, it's I don't, yeah. The only way I can describe this bacon is that Zeus himself came down from Olympus and gave us his holy pigs for this bacon. This is the Prince of Bacon. It really is stunning. Coupled with this really nice local bread, and you know, it really is a beautiful breakfast to wake up and start the day with. So that's what I've had today. That's long story short. I've just had a really nice. Oh come on! I just want to scan that node. I don't want to do anything fancy. Thank you. And then we'll get back over here and we'll scan that node. And we'll forget the scanning. So yeah, this bacon is gorgeous, and I just had it with just a plain sourdough actually. So I had a sourdough loaf. I also bought an olive sourdough, and a rather nice piece of quiche, which was yum. But it's not good. The one downside to this is I thought I saw another node out the corner of my eye. The downside to this is, of course, is that I have a really, really nice restaurant, food, eatery outlet place right next door to where I live, and I am on a diet. Yeah, that doesn't work so well, but it's lovely. I mean, the food. Oh, I'm just getting hungry thinking about it now. I need to stop. That's what I need to do. I need to stop thinking about it and move on. So we're going to push onwards. Aim is obviously still to find an enchanted forest. There's got to be one, and then we'll get some silverwood. But what I will do is, if I come across any large concentrations of any shards of any type, and I would have expected them to be in this area. I'm surprised that they weren't there. Even though technically it would have been a bit cheeky mining the same fire shards twice, but yeah, well, we'll live. So I'm going to just continue on hunting around, see what I can find, and I shall be back with you in a little while. Just started skirting round this particular bit of the Forest of Doom. What's in there? Gonna go and crash over here. It'd probably be a bit easier to kind of get a feel for what's going on. There's a silverwood in there. That's all I bloody want, is a silverwood. Now we are right down here, which is, if I remember rightly, yeah, we're quite a wee bit south of spawn now. I think this is probably quite an extensive forest. The question is, can we well, I know we can get in there and do what we need to do. We just need to play it sensible, really. The Forest of Doom is always challenging. But if you apply grey matter, you can, for example, kite all the zombies out. That's easy. And then what you do is you have to grab all of the there's another one coming. Where is he? Oh, he's there. There we go. I knew he was coming. Now, question. Dare I actually have a go at his tootsies? 500, probably. Yeah, hang on. Let me deal with that. Oh, and here's another customer. Oh, we'll have that. That's always handy. Now maybe what we should do is start from this end. I'm just going to basically grab as much of this as we can. Now he fancies a go at me. Yeah, hostile environment. And his first law is you're gonna. What did you do? Dropped his head. Yeah, good point. Okay, right. So what I need to do is start placing this out of the way, and oh, not that one, that one, and we should be good to just bugger. Work our way in and get to that thing. Now we could bum rush it in there, and that would probably work. Not. My thoughts are we would be better taking it. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I want that out. Yeah, do that. Eat that. Grab that. Kill this fella. Who's bringing up a stack of logs, I think, actually. Did he just bring a stack of... Yeah, he did. He's a little darling, isn't he? Alright, well, I'm going to continue just whittling my way into this lot. I can't see that skeleton anymore. He is still there, though. And once I've got myself a little bit further in, I'll come back. Alright, I've cleared quite a lot of unpleasantness away. There is a few zombies and the likes in the area, but I'm going to try and get the Silverwood tree. Actually, before I do that, let me just check this Silverwood tree. Oh, hello. Yeah, the zombies are the main problems. They're the ones that tend to track you, and there's a skeleton down there, but he can't get up. I don't think. Right. So we want all of that. Do I want to grab the rest of it? Probably not. However, I do want those. Well, that's really good. We have found what we wanted, which is exactly what we deserve. I'm not going to bother with another brain. I'll pick up the brain. Oh, I can't pick up the brain anyway. So, it doesn't matter. I'm full. Right now, anyway, question is now, do I continue on my little boat trip? So this stuff here, obviously, we can't put into there. We're going to have to carry, so we are going to have to go and put some of this away, and maybe even have a sandwich, just so we can free up a little bit more space there by doing that. So the question now is, yeah, do I continue? I think I want to continue on the boat a little bit, and just to map the extents of this bit of continent, because I'm not sure how. I don't recall seeing this last time we were here, and I would like to think we're not far from. Well, I say we're not far. We're 6,000 blocks away from the equator, so we're far enough away from the equator, but we're not miles and miles and miles away. I need to stop over here and do a little bit of a sleepover if I can. Come on, before the inhabitants over there take an interest in me, please. There. So yeah, I'm going to just kind of try and get the extents of this forest, because I don't recall exactly how big it was, and yeah, well, we shall be back in a little while. Alright, I've circumnavigated around the bottom here. There's still some stuff going on here, but I found some fire shards, which are not the easiest to get to, and they're quite... Are they small, or what were they? Rough fire shards. Yeah, I think those are... They give you 3. That's not bad. Not bad at all, really. The only drawback is the actual... Their position is slap bang on the coast here, which means that this is going to be a bit of a pain to excavate. I don't know whether we can... If I do that, that might help. Because then we can fill this in and things. Now I do want to come away with some shards out of this. Oh, help me, help me. Just kill these water source blocks, please. Oh, bum. Bum, bum, bum. This is probably not going to be ideal anyway, because... There we go. There's a good chance that this lot will just collapse on us at the first opportunity anyway, because it's gravel. Which is not ideal. But we work with what we got, don't we? And what we got is this. I really do need to find some fresh water as well. Let me just quickly sleep. And there's probably some fresh water or brackish water around the edge somewhere. Let me... Oh dear. Yeah, I've got slowness. Come on, find me some... There we go, brackish water over there. So yeah, I'm going to grab some of these fire shards anyway, as many as I can, and I shall be back just as soon as I've done that. Well, that was quite successful. I actually was... I thought I was not as deep as I was, and I thought that I would try and get out and just dig out into the ocean. It didn't work, and I consequently ended up in another vein. So I've got... where are we? I think I've got enough now to... Yeah, I've got 4 stacks of 64 of that, which is good going. Now I do need to go and get more water, and we need to continue on the journey, because obviously we need to get home to use this this stuff that we've got. Otherwise, you know, it's not a journey if you don't go home. It's more a case of moving. However, I am going to continue, I think, circumventing the landmass here until such time as... how do I put this? Until we get to a point where it either while it continues curving north and heading northwards, we'll follow it. If it starts to head south, we shall move away from it, and I think that will work reasonably well. Let me just swap out a few bits and pieces here, get myself back in gear, and yeah, so onwards. I'm not sure, but I'm getting the feeling that this version of TF in Motion has tackled the issue of the overabundance of structures. Some more rough fire shards, but still, this is obviously a fire shard area, even though that was a trace of air shards. So yeah, I'm going to continue on going. I'm not entirely sure how long I've been recording either, so I'll double check that. I will come back when something interesting happens, or when, oh wow, there's even more. Yeah, this is right, I'm going to just have to mark this area as fire shard vein. That should give us plenty of notice as to what's going on there. But yeah, so I'm going to continue on. There is another reason, that is because I've lost all the points where we had silver marked on our map. I found some garnerite in our journeys, just on this particular trip, or traces of garnerite, I should say. So we're sorted for nickel. Is that more fire shards over there? It could be. Yeah, they're everywhere. I didn't even need to muck around with that digging, did I? They are everywhere. Oh well, this first law of Sod states that when you don't want to go digging a big hole, the system will come up with a reason for you to dig a big hole, and then after you've dug the big hole, will then make it so you didn't actually need to dig a big hole. So there's even more fire shards here. So we'll stick those on as well. Just fire shards, bright red, done, and yeah, we're good. Okay, I'll be back with you in a bit. Guess what I found just over here? I've not even had to do. I've been going about 26 minutes, so we're not desperately close to finishing yet. But water shards. This is not going to work underwater, though, is it? So the question is, a large sample of rough water shards. So they're around here. My inventory is such a mess. Okay, we need to do something about inventory. We've got fresh water here, so that's not a problem. Let's place this down on unseal. So this has got the thing. That's got various stuff from here. You have got. Let me just check. Is that's the Thorncraft Cinnabar ore, and that is not Thorncraft Cinnabar ore. But I thought I'd put some Cinnabar somewhere. Oh yes, I did, but it only stacks to 16. Okay, so we'll do that, and then we'll do that, and we shall do that. That's a sandwich, that's for fire shards. So that should now all be empties. Rich rough water shard. I wish I remembered where I found that now. Let me just seal that for a second. What I'm wondering is if we can, I may just mark this on the map. Because otherwise we're going to be here for a while, and I would like to get home to use this Silverwood. So well, I'll see what this is. These are small, I think, again, so maybe if we just take a little bit of this one and see what we get. I need to lose something, don't I? Yeah, you're only rough, small. So this one gives 5. It's only 2 more though. I'm very tempted to get a whole load of these while I'm here, because even if I just got a stack of 64, it's an improvement. So if we just leave that one and that one, and maybe that hopefully will have one above it. Yep. So we can get more. These stack to 64, which is pretty useful. I don't think I'll be able to get away with... Yeah, that one is a little bit more awkward. It's not impossible, but it's more awkward. What we need to do is take out some of this. Now if we chisel it, it has two benefits for us. One is it is not prone to now can I get this before? Yes, there we go. Yeah, one advantage is it's not prone to the collapse. That's the word I'm looking for. And the other advantage is, of course, is it stops the chance of other collapses in the area, which is going to be pretty important, I think, going forward. Collapsing blocks often offend. Now, is there any point? Oh, see, this is a very odd little vein, because that is going to drop and that's going to drop, and then we can come out here. Now I suspect there's a little bit more down there to be had, but not a huge amount. So the question is, well, give me that. Do I want to take my chances? Oh, we got away with that one. I know that one we won't get away with. Or that one. Or that one. Or that one. Or that one. But you know what? There's still more. If I can just get my head out of the water. There's still more here in that one. In that one little here. Look. There's still more water shards in this one section than there was in that one thing, piece that I was carrying around with me loyally, like some kind of loyal thing. So I suppose it doesn't hurt to take this rather than that one large shard that we had. If we do that, then we can have a little look around here, can't we? How much have we got there? Hey, no, get me out of that water. How much did we get? Half a stack. It's still not enough to make. Well, it is enough to make one. It makes 3, doesn't it? You know what? I'm going to mark this on the map. New water shards, and we'll move on. Because otherwise we're going to be hanging around all day. So we need to get some of this going. That can go in there, and it's a shame the iron won't go in there. I'll stick the stick in there because it's one stick on its own isn't really going to do as much use of anything. So I'm going to keep on moving. I think I need to move out. Wow, hang on. Nothing interesting. We need to keep on moving, get ourselves to spawn, and we'll probably leave it at spawn, and then we'll do the last leg in the next episode and get on with the actual stuff as well, you know, the actual things. I'll be back in a bit. Alright, we're coming up on spawn. We can tell because the map says so. No, we can, and we've got these various structures now. You are tetrahedrite. I'm not going to worry about that because we would hardly come all the way to spawn for tetrahedrite. Those we can make in abundance, so again we'll not waste our time or effort, and we probably won't find much in the way of Thorncraft stuff within range of spawn as well, because obviously we generated this before Thorncraft was in things, and I have left this particular thing intact. Now, fingers crossed that zombie. I'm not sure whether this is one of the hoofers that I set my hoofer at. Whether I've actually tunneled that. It doesn't look like it, does it? Is this one where I've welshed out? I mean, I've taken some of the glowstone. Have we tunneled down into this? We appear to have done so. Oh no, this was this one blew up. That's right. Okay, I am, however, in this instance going to grab the glowstone, because that is one commodity which is very hard. Well, not very hard. It's actually impossible to come by, and it doesn't exist in TFC normally. So, and not having a nether means that it's going to be something that we struggle to find going forward, I think. I'm going to use a bit of you just to hop, 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 hop. Oh, I didn't want to hop that way. I wanted to hop here. And then we should be able to hop, hop, hop. And do finish hopping round there. A little bit of hopping saves an awful lot of time if you go going forward. Yeah, so we're not a million miles away from spawn. So we will take advantage of the fact we're here, and we may take ourselves another hello Galana. Yeah, I've got quite a bit of that marked on the map as it is, and whilst it has a use in this pack, it's not as useful as, say, virtually anything else. Of course it is more useful than Jet, but then again everything is more useful than Jet. Jet has no purpose. What is the calendar date anyway? We're into December, so yeah, foraging is going to get more difficult for the next month or so. I have got a few sandwiches left on me and some food left in a thing, so that's not a problem. I'm going to leave. I keep on wondering every time I come whether I should pinch all these lamps, and there's a little bit of me goes, yep, take them. But for the most part, has this been rebuilt? Not that this actually helps at all. Why is this rebuilt? I don't remember. We've got to testificate. I mean, none of this is of any use to us, really. I don't even know why I'm looking, to be honest. Russell the cleric, yeah. You look more like a nun. You are a nun. Why are you called... And you're Jesus. Who are you? The toolsmith. 4 diamonds. We can't get those, so your trade is virtually useless. Howard. Hello, Howard. Any more? Anybody else about? Anybody? Anybody for anybody? No. It's a big fat 0. Okay. Oh God. Can't believe I did that. Well, I'm sorry, but not a chance. Not. I wouldn't want you looking at me with those eyes. That is just shocking. I think we're going to have a look at the librarian. She's flirty. She can follow me. And we can continue on our way home, mapping from spawn back home and just uncovering the land again. Yeah, so I think on that note we'll call this episode an episode, and wow, it's that time already. Okay, sorry, we got to got to eat here. Oh crap, and now I'm out of that. I've still got sandwiches though, and I've still got the food which is in here, so we'll get a sandwich ready for the morning. That one. And we shall sleep. Keep your eye on me. And yeah, next episode we'll get home and we'll push forward with a little bit of Thermcraft before starting to think about finding a home for our harem that we're taking back with us. Anyway, until next time, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.